Dear student, due to coronavirus, school started online classes for your study. So you can subscribe Golden Flower Palia YouTube channel, like and press the bell icon.
Hello students, how are you all? Hope you are studying very well with the pre-given videos and the notes. So my dear class 10th students, today once again I am here with the lecture number 8, Biology, and the chapter which we have started in the last video, that was the life processes. Same chapter we will continue in this video. So in the dear students, if you will recall your memory, in the last video we have started, that is the digestive system of the human being. Nutrition in amoeba we have studied, then we have started the nutrition in the human beings, and I have told you that when we have to study about the nutrition in the human being, then what we have to do? We have to study about the digestive system of the human being. So my dear students, in the last video we have discussed that nutrition in amoeba and nutrition in human being. So as I told you that digestive system of the human beings is divided into the two parts, the alimentary canal and digestive glands. That all parts we have to discuss one by one in detail form. So but today I will give you the summary of the digestive system with the help of the diagram which I have already given here by the labeling. Then after that we have to study each and every part of the digestive system and the digestion of food in the different parts of the alimentary canal one by one. So let's begin. This is the digestive system of human being. Okay. It is a typical diagram which is represented here. This is called mouth or buccal cavity. This is called mouth or buccal cavity. So in the last video I told you what is buccal cavity. The hollow space, the space which is present in your mouth, the hollow space which is present in your mouth, that is called the buccal cavity. In buccal cavity, three things which are helpful in the digestion of food. The first one is the teeth. Second one is the salivary glands, and third one is the saliva, means which is the chemical released by the salivary glands. So tongue, these are the three things: teeth, tongue and salivary glands. These three things which are helpful in the process of digestion of food. So my dear students, what we have to study? We have to study all these things, substances in detail form. These are called salivary glands. These are salivary glands. So this is a mouth which is also called the buccal cavity, and we have represented here the salivary glands. Now this pipe-like structure, this is called esophagus. This is called esophagus, and in commonly words they are called, it is called food pipe. It is called food pipe. So my dear students, it's a long tube in which the food is swallowed, and that is swallowed by the buccal cavity, and the food is transferred to the esophagus. In esophagus no digestion of food takes place, and the food is transported to the stomach with the help of peristaltic movement. So a special kind of the movement takes place in the esophagus, that is called the peristaltic movement. We will discuss in detail form later on. Now this is called stomach. Stomach is a J-shaped structure. Stomach is a J-shaped bag-like structure in which the churning of the food takes place. Stomach is a bag-like structure, J-shaped, which is a J-shaped, and in which the churning of the food takes place. So the stomach of the human being is J-shaped, and in stomach there are the three things which are helpful in the digestion of food. The first one is gastric juice. Gastric juice. Second one is HCl. Third one is mucus. Mucus. These three things which are secreted by the internal wall of the stomach, and they are very helpful in the digestion of food. For example, gastric juice. Gastric juice is a collection of the different chemicals which are secreted by the internal wall of the stomach, and gastric juice contains gastric lipase, gastric peptidase, which helps in the digestion of the which helps in the digestion of the food. When we eat the food, then our food contains, when we have started this chapter, then we have studied the nutrients of the food: proteins, fats, carbohydrates, minerals and vitamins. All these nutrients are present in our food. So when we eat the food, then in stomach, no carbohydrate digestion takes place in the stomach. In stomach, no digestion of carbohydrate takes place, but in some publication books it is represented that only a very small amount of the carbohydrate digestion completes into the stomach, but we consider that there is no digestion takes place of the carbohydrate in the stomach. Then after that, this HCl helps in making the foods acidic, so that the digestive and gastric juice can act very easily. And HCl, the main function of the HCl is that HCl is helpful for killing the microbes which are coming in our food. So HCl kills the microbes which are present in our food. Next one is the mucus. Mucus is a gelatinous viscous liquid which makes a internal layer of the stomach, internal lining of the stomach, which protect the internal lining of the stomach from the digestive juices, from the digestive enzyme, from the digestive juices. So this mucus makes a protective layer internal on the internal wall of the stomach, that is called the mucus. One more function of HCl is that it converts pepsinogen to pepsin. It converts pepsinogen to pepsin. Pepsin is a protein digestive enzyme which helps in the digestion of protein which is present in our food. But pepsinogen in our body is present in inactive form, that is the pepsinogen. So HCl converts the pepsinogen to pepsin. Then after that, pepsin helps in the digestion of protein. We will discuss in the next topic. Next, this is called the digestive gland, which is called the liver, and it secrete, it is good that represent liver here, and it secrete bile juice. It secrete bile juice. Bile juice is a alkaline liquid which helps in the digestion of food, which helps in the digestion of fat, and it is formed by the liver, but it is stored in the gallbladder. It is stored in gallbladder. So my dear student, there is no need of confusion that bile juice is always formed by the liver, but it is also always stored by the gallbladder. When bile juice is needed, then in the small intestine, the bile juice is transported from the gallbladder to the small intestine. Now this tube which transport the bile juice to the small intestine, this is called hepatic duct. That is called hepatic duct. Hepatic word is always used for the liver. Hepatic word is always used for the liver. So the duct which transport the bile juice from liver to the small intestine, that is called the hepatic duct. Now this leaf-like structure is called pancreas. This leaf-like structure is called pancreas. Pancreas is a greenish leaf-like structure present in the human beings just below the stomach. Just below the stomach. It secretes the digestive enzymes as well as hormones also. So pancreas is considered as mixed gland or heterocrine gland because of because of its chemical released by the pancreas helpful in the digestion process. That is why this is also considered as the digestive gland. Now after that, this is called small intestine. Small intestine. In the last video, I given you the one approximate length of this. The small intestine is near about 6 to 6.5 meter in long, and small intestine starts from here. Small intestine starts from here to this one. This is called small intestine, and it's near about 6 to 6.5 meter in long. Approximate value 6 to 6.5 meter long. Small intestine has the three parts: jejunum, duodenum, ileum. What are these? These are the three parts of the small intestine. These are the three parts of the small intestine. This is called jejunum, then after that duodenum, then after that ileum. What are these? These are the three parts of the small intestine, and from here, this one, this is called the large intestine. This is called large intestine. This is called large intestine. You know very well, it's near about 1 to 1.5 meter long. 1 to 1.5 meter in long. This is called the large intestine. So as you can see here, the length of the small intestine is 6 to 6.5 meter, and near about large intestine is 1.5 meter. So why this discrimination? According to the length, the small intestine is bigger, so it is more, it is good to call the small intestine the large intestine. But this categorization is not depend on the length of the intestine, it depends on the width of the intestine. Width. Small intestine have less width, width means diameter, and the large intestine have large width or diameter. So that is why, due to the more diameter, the large intestine is called large intestine. So this categorization, large intestine and the small intestine, is not depend on the length of the intestine. This part is called appendix. It is a vestigial organ in human being. There is no role of the appendix in the digestive system of the human being. It is a vestigial part which were functional in our ancestors. Now this is called cecum. This is called colon, right? This is called rectum. So my dear students, large intestine starts from here: cecum, colon, rectum. So just like the small intestine has three parts, so just like the small intestine, the large intestine also has the three parts: cecum, I should write here properly, cecum and colon and rectum. These are the three parts of the large intestine. Then last part is the anus. It is the opening to outside. This is called the anus. This is called the anus. Now this is the opening to the outside, which is helpful in the removal of undigested food periodically from the body. That is called the anus. So one more thing I am telling you: cecum, colon and rectum. These are the three parts of the large intestine. The digestion of food takes place in buccal cavity. The digestion of food starts from buccal cavity? It's a very very important question because many times this question is asked in the MCQs type questions. But digestion of food starts from buccal cavity and the digestion of food completes into the small intestine. स्मॉल इंटेस्टाइन तक फूड आते आते कंप्लीटली डाइजेस्ट हो जाता है एंड नो डाइजेशन ऑफ फूड टेक्स प्लेस इन द लार्ज इंटेस्टाइन. देन what is the role of the large intestine? In large intestine, the reabsorption of the water from the undigested food takes place. So digestion of food starts from buccal cavity and ends to the small intestine, means the digestion of food completes into the small intestine. Second one, I will just giving you the summary today. Tomorrow on next video onward, we will start these parts one by one in detail form. So one thing is that in buccal cavity, two types of the digestion takes place. First one is the mechanical digestion. Second one is the chemical digestion. Mechanical digestion means chewing of food with the help of teeth. That is called mechanical digestion. And when the saliva is mixed to the food, so that is called the chemical digestion. Now come on the next. For digestion of food not takes place in the esophagus. In esophagus, no digestion of food takes place. Here only peristaltic movement takes place. That is called the peristaltic movement. In stomach, digestion of fat and protein takes place. Digestion of carbohydrate not takes place in the stomach. Pancreas, this duct which is connecting pancreas to the small intestine is called pancreatic duct. And here is the one combination where the this liver duct, hepatic duct and pancreas duct both are fused together. That is called hepatopancreatic duct. So this pancreatic duct is helpful in the releasing of the chemicals of pancreas into the small intestine. So this is called the. So we were discussing about the pancreatic duct. It is the duct which release the chemicals directly into the small intestine. So my dear student, there are the few chemicals which are released by the small intestine internally, like sucrase, maltase, nucleotidase. We will discuss when we will study the digestion of food in the different parts of the alimentary canal. So in colon, the water of reabsorption takes place. And what is the function of the rectum? Rectum is for storing the undigested food. The undigested food is stored in the rectum and after that it is released out from the anus periodically, time to time. That is called the anus. I hope most of the things we have discussed, and digestion of food in the different parts of the alimentary canal. In the next video, one by one, we will study the different parts of the alimentary canal which are helpful and how they are helpful in the digestion of food. So my dear students, for today this is a brief discussion of the digestive system of human being. So my dear students, be updated with the given YouTube channel Golden Flower Palia. Regularly visit on this channel and have the proper practice, make the proper notes by giving material. All the best. God bless you.
Do self-study at home and stay home, save lives. Thank you very much.